Hello everyone, this is Professor Neelam Hande from Sweris College of Engineering, Pandharpur. Our today's topic is straight lines. Some important notes are: slope of line parallel to x-axis is tan 0, that is 0, and slope we always denote by m. So slope of line parallel to x-axis is 0. Slope of line parallel to y-axis is infinity. Slope of line equally inclined with the axis is 1 or minus 1. Slope of the line through the points A and B. A is the point x1 y1, B is x2 y2, is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, taken in the same order. Slope of the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where b is not equal to 0, is minus a by b. Slope of two parallel lines are equal. If m1 and m2 be the slopes of two perpendicular lines, then their product is equal to minus 1. M is the slope defined as tan theta if it is in 0 to pi, but theta should not be equal to pi by 2, because if it is pi by 2, then tan pi by 2 will be infinity. Next, equation of parallel and perpendicular lines to a given line. Equation of a line which is parallel to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is ax plus by plus, that constant will change by lambda only. Okay. Next, equation of a line which is perpendicular to ax plus by plus c is, we change the role of a and b and we give negative sign, that is bx minus ay plus lambda equal to 0. In both the cases, lambda can be obtained with the help of additional conditions or information given in the problem. If the equation of the line be a sin theta plus b cos theta equal to c, then the line parallel to it is a sin theta plus b cos theta equal to d. And second, perpendicular, if a sin pi by 2 plus theta plus b cos pi by 2 plus theta is d. Next, general equation of a straight line and its transformation in standard forms. So general equation of the line is, suppose ax plus by plus c equal to 0, then its slope intercept form is, we try to write y is mx plus c type, right? So it is y is all other things on one side and y on other side only. So it is y is minus a by bx minus c by b, where slope is minus a by b and intercept on y axis is minus c by b. Next, intercept form, we try to write this equation as x upon something plus y upon something is equal to 1. So we divide first by c and then by a, and we try to write the equal to 1, so all other way go to other side, so this is negative. So we write x upon minus c by a plus y upon minus c by b equal to 1 to this equation. This form is called intercept form, and its x intercept is minus c by a and y intercept is minus c by b. Normal form of that equation is, again we write c is equal to form, so minus x minus by equal to c will be there, and we divide this equation by square root of a square plus b square, that is called the normal form. And finally we can write that minus a upon root a square plus b square as cos alpha, and this is sin alpha, and c upon this is p. Okay, so that is called as normal form. Next, point of intersection of two lines ax plus that a1 plus a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 is given by. How do we remember that? Is point of intersection of two lines. Two lines are here. So it is determinant of BC, b1, b2, c1, c2. That is determinant of BC upon determinant AB, determinant CA upon determinant AB. So we remember this as the point, just remember determinant BC upon AB and CA upon AB. AB is fixed, BC, AB, CA, AB, determinant. Next, the general equation of line through the intersection of two given lines. So the two given lines are, say, P and Q, a1x plus b1y plus c1 0 and a2x b2y plus c2 0. These two lines, then the equation of line passing through the point of intersection of these lines is P plus lambda Q equal to 0. Okay, then we write P again, lambda into Q equal to 0, and the lambda can be obtained with the help of again additional information in the problem. Next, angle between two non-parallel lines. So say theta is the angle between the two lines. Say y is m1x plus c1 and y is m2x plus c2. And intersecting at A, then theta is, very important formula, tan inverse m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. If theta is the angle between two lines, then pi minus theta is also the angle between them. Next, angle between two straight lines where the equations are given. So theta, if the angle between two lines, then it is given as tan theta is, angle between them, it is tan theta is a2 b1 minus a1 b2 upon a1 a2 plus b1 b2. Second, conditions for two lines to be coincident, parallel, perpendicular and intersecting. So two lines are, suppose these are two lines, a1x b1y plus c1 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is 0. Then these two are coincident if a1 upon a2 is same as b1 upon b2 is same as c1 upon c2. If this ratio, all these three are same, then it is coincident. And if first two, they are same but it is not equal to c1 by c2, then it is parallel. This is the condition of parallel lines. Next, intersecting lines, a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, then it is called intersecting. And perpendicular, a1 a2 plus b1 b2, if it is equal to addition is 0, then they are perpendicular. Next, equation of a straight line through a given point making a given angle with the given line. So the formula for the same is y minus y1 is m plus minus tan alpha upon 1 minus plus m tan alpha into x minus x1. Next, equation of the bisectors of the angles between two straight lines. So the two straight lines are there, and then the equation of the bisector of the angle, this will be first line upon square root of a1 square plus b1 square is plus minus second line upon square root of a square plus means a2 square, obviously a2 square plus b2 square. Next, length of the perpendicular. So distance of a point from a line. The length p of the perpendicular from the point x1 y1 to the line ax plus by plus c is given by, what we do here is whatever is the point we substitute in the line and we divide it by square root of a square plus b square. This is the perpendicular distance from the point to a line. Substitute that point in the line and take a square root of a square plus b square and divide it to the equation. So we get the length of the perpendicular. Next, length of the perpendicular from origin now, right? This is any point and this is from origin. So if it is origin, x1 y1 is 0, so it is simply c upon root a square plus b square. Next, length of the perpendicular from the point to the line. Simply substitute that point in the line and that will be the equation. Distance between two parallel lines. Suppose these two parallel lines are there, then the distance between these two is mod of c1 minus c2 upon square root a square plus b square. Then position of 2 points with respect to a line. So 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 are on the same side or on the opposite side. How will you decide that? Is if we substitute that x1 y1 and x2 y2 in the given line. If we find ax1 plus by1 plus c1, substituting first point, and if you find ax2 plus by2 plus c, that is second point we substituted, and if they are on or if they are of same sign, then they are on one side, okay, and if they are of opposite sign, then they are of opposite side. Next, concurrent lines. So 3 or more lines are said to be concurrent lines if they meet at a single point. So first method, there are some methods. So these methods, first method says find the point of intersection of any two lines, okay, and then by solving them simultaneously, if that point of intersection of the first two lines satisfy third equation also, then that is called concurrent lines. A second method is easier one to find concurrency. We take the determinant a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 a3 b3 c3. If it is equal to 0, then we say these three lines are concurrent. Or for these three lines PQR, we can find any ABC such that AP plus BQ plus CR. If it is equal to 0, then they are also called as concurrent. Very important points here are So if 3 points ABC are collinear, then their slopes like slope of AB, slope of BC and slope of AC all are same. We know this equation of x-axis is y is 0 in particular. So equation of a line parallel to x-axis or perpendicular to y. Parallel to x is perpendicular to y. At a distance b from it is y is equal to b. Similarly, equation of y-axis is x is 0, and similarly if it cuts at a, then it is x is equal to a. Next, area of the triangle formed by the lines, three lines, is 1/2 mod summation c1 square minus c2 square upon m1 minus m2. You have to take sum of that. Next, area of the triangle made by the lines, made by this line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 with the coordinate axis is c square. Okay, this is the line, and this line, if it cut the coordinate axis in such a way that it forms a triangle there, then that area is c square upon 2 into mod AB. If it forms a rhombus, if these two lines form a rhombus with the coordinate axis, then its area is 2c square upon AB mod. Next, if it forms a parallelogram line by using these four lines, if it forms a parallelogram, then its area is mod of d1 minus c1 into d2 minus c2 upon a1 b2 minus a2 b2. Next, this is foot of perpendicular formula. Next is area of parallelogram. Next is the equation of a line whose midpoint is x1 y1 in between the axis is. Equation of a line, if midpoint is known, then we can write x upon x1 plus y upon y1 is equal to 2. Next, the equation of a straight line which makes a triangle with the axis of centroid x1 y1 is, if it is a midpoint of the line, then this is the equation, and if it is a centroid, then it is x upon 3x1 plus y upon 3y1 is equal to 1. Okay, here are some formulae again. If the pair of straight lines ax square plus 2hs, now this equation is ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equal to 0, and then a dash, h dash and b dash should have one line common, then ab dash minus a dash b square is 4 times ah dash minus a dash h. This is the formula. Okay, you should remember. We'll take some important, very important amongst them. This one is important. The equation of the pair of straight lines passing through origin and perpendicular to the pair of straight lines represented by, okay, if this is the equation, then its perpendicular equations are given by, we again change the role, a by b by a, and in between negative sign. So it is bx square minus 2hxy plus ay square equal to 0. If the slope of one of the line represented by the equation, this is the equation of line, be the square of the other. What is that? If the slope of one of the line is the square of the other, slope is the square of the other, then this equation holds. In general, we remember this equation. If the slope of one line, this is the line, be lambda times that of the other. If one slope is lambda times the other for this line, then this is the condition. 4 lambda h square is ab into 1 plus lambda square. Important, you have to remember. Okay, next is the point of intersection of lines represented by equation again same, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equal to 0. This is 0, 0, 0.00. There are some important, again we will take some very important amongst them. This can also be used. So if the equation ax square plus 2hxy, this is the equation of line, has a line as the bisector of the angle between the coordinate axis, then 4h square, this is the condition. If the bisector of the angle between the coordinate axis, it has a line, then this is the condition. This one. Now, line joining the origin to the point of intersection of the curves, these two curves are there, will be mutually perpendicular if g into a dash plus b dash is g dash into a plus b. This one, this can be used as a MCQ. If the equation hxy plus gx plus fy plus c equal to 0, if this is the equation, which represents a pair of straight lines, then FG is equal to CH. Okay, here are some formulae again. Let me skip it. So if you want to find, if you want to see all these formulae, you can go through this once again. Okay, we'll go to the questions directly. Whenever needed, I'll take you back towards the formula. Okay, if there is anyone important, okay, we'll see in the questions and we'll discuss the formula also. Okay, this is very important. We should see this formula. The two pairs of straight lines ax square plus by square plus 2hxy plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 forms. You have to remember this equation. This is a pair of straight line equation. So ax square plus by square plus 2x. Henceforth, any equation we have to compare with this equation for the pair of straight lines. So 2hxy plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0 forms a square if we have to find this. What is that? A minus b into fg plus h into f square minus g square. If it is equal to 0 and if we find a plus b also and if it is also 0, then it is a square. Similar, we have find this and this is non-zero, but a plus b is 0, then this is a rectangle. Again, if we have find this, that is 0, but that a plus b is not equal to 0, then it is a rhombus. And if both are 0, then it is a parallelogram. Chalo, we'll go to the questions. First question, the equation x plus y square minus x square plus y square equal to 0 represents. These are some options. So we'll check given equation. Here we can square. So we'll square it. It is x square plus y square plus 2xy minus x square minus y square. Get cancelled. Just remaining thing is 2xy equal to 0. So equating 2 is non-zero. So x can be 0 and y can be 0. X is 0 and y is 0. We saw x is 0 is the y-axis, y0 is x-axis. So these two are mutually perpendicular lines or axis, right? So this is not parallel two lines, not any two lines. These are mutually perpendicular lines. So the correct option is D. If the equation hxy plus gx plus fy plus c equal to 0 represents a pair of straight lines, then, okay, now very important formula I have to tell you here, that we call, give me a second, that we call delta. So if there is any equation, we'll compare it with, I told you, ax square plus by square plus 2hxy plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0, right? And its delta is, if we define, it is a, B, C. If we want to write dash, so if we want to make some difference, write dash. So A, B, C plus 2FGH minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square. It is equal to 0. So if we solve this, we will get the required condition, whatever is there. So if we compare with the original equation, we get which equation? This equation, x square plus by square. So we get in this h dash, whatever is h dash is here h by 2 because it is 2hxy, right? So 2h is h dash, so h dash is h by 2. Next g dash is g by 2, f dash is f by 2 and c dash is c. And what about a, b? It is not, ax square plus by square term is not there. So a dash and b dash are 0. This is the condition, we substitute in this. So we find, if we substitute all the values a, b, c, f, g, so we get this condition. Solving this, we get f, g, as h on both sides will get cancelled. So f, g is equal to c, h. So correct answer is B. Next, the equation of pair of straight lines perpendicular to the pair. Okay. Given here is one equation. and it is asked the equation of straight line perpendicular. We know how to write perpendicular. We change the role and we change the sign in between. So it is bx square minus ay square. B a and b will change first. So bx square plus ay square, and in between sign get changed, and minus 2hxy. A will be b will be a, and sign of middle changes for perpendicular. Okay, so the correct option is C. Next, if 6x square plus 11xy minus 10y square plus x plus 31y plus k equal to 0, if it represents a pair of straight lines, then k is equal to, okay, so again the equation is of the form standard ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So comparing, we will find A, B, C, F, G, H, all the things, and we put it into the formula. We know the formula. What is that? A, B, C plus 2F, G, H minus, here it is, A, B, C plus 2F, G, H minus AF square minus BG square minus CH square is equal to 0. Substituting in this all the values, we get this. So solving, we'll get k is equal to minus 15. Option A. Next, the equation of the perpendiculars drawn from the origin to the lines represented by the equation. This is the equation given is. Okay, we know the equations of perpendicular drawn from the origin on this line x square plus b. This is the standard one, and we know the equation of the perpendicular on this line is, we change the role, b x square a y square minus 2hxy. This is the equation of the perpendicular, right? Therefore, if you want to write the perpendicular equation to this, so we will consider these three terms, and then 12x square, middle sign changes, plus 10xy, 12x square plus 10xy plus 2y square equal to 0. And then finally we can divide by 2 and we get the equation 6x square plus 5xy plus y square is equal to 0. Option A. Next, the lines a square x square plus bcy square is equal to a into b plus c xy will be coincident if the condition for the coincident the condition for the coincident is, the lines are coincident is if that h square is equal to ab. So what is h and ab is? The form ax square plus by square plus 2hxy, that h, 2hxy, so this is the h, okay. Ax square, now we are denoting just by capitals because abc are here used. So if h square is equal to ab, that is h square minus ab is equal to 0, then the lines are coincident. Okay, so we try to find h here. Value of h, if we will first make it an equation, it will come to the left hand side, so it is equal to 0 will be there, and 2hxy is in the equation, so your h is minus a into b plus c by 2. Okay, so we have to write h square, so minus will remove, and a into b plus c by 2 square is equal to ab. A is here a square and b is here bc, ax square plus by square, right? So substituting all the values here and solving, we get this equation, that is either a is 0 and or b minus c is 0, that is b is equal to c. So maybe option first is correct here. Next question, if the equation 2x square minus 2hxy plus 2y square equal to 0 represent two coincident straight lines passing through the origin, then h is equal to, okay, again coincident straight line, so we know the condition, h square is equal to ab for that, so h square minus ab is 0, okay, so h is a h itself, so let it be h, a is 2, b is 2, So 2 into 2 4. So h square minus 4 is 0, that is h is plus minus 2. So option D is correct. Next, the equation of the lines passing through the origin and having slopes 3 and 1 minus 1 by 3 is. Okay, slopes. So first slope is 3, so we can say m1 is 3 and m2 is minus 1 by 3. So if you want to write its equation, so we know y is mx plus c and second y is m2, m1, m2 if we say, right? So for the first slope, equation becomes y is 3x mx. Second slope is minus 1 by 3, so y is minus 1 by 3x. Solving a bit, we get y minus 3x first equation and second 3y plus x. Okay. Next, this if we multiply them together, these two equations, we get this one. And this is the option number B. So your correct option is B. The equation, there is one equation 2y square minus xy minus x square plus 6x minus 8 equal to 0 represents, you have to find. So we know the condition again, ax for that equation ax square plus by square plus 2hxy, right, plus 2fx 2gx, so sorry 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. The condition is delta. What is that condition? Delta equal to 0. ABC plus 2fgh minus af square minus bg square minus ch square is equal to 0. So substituting all the values here and solving it, we get it is equal to 0. If that delta is equal to 0, then it is a straight line, pair of straight line. If that value delta is 0, then it is a straight line. Yes, it is 0, therefore it is a pair of straight lines. Option A. Next, one of the lines represented by the equation x square plus 6xy equal to 0 is. One of the lines. This is the combination of two lines. So we try to separate these two lines. If anything is common, we'll take it out. Yes, x is common, take it out. It is x plus 6y equal to 0. So solving it, either x is 0 and x plus 6y is 0. These are two straight lines. So x is 0. These are two lines. So x is 0 represent y axis. So one of the line is y-axis. Can be the option as x is 0. Right? X is 0 means y-axis. Next, the equation of the lines represented by the equation x square minus 5xy plus 6y square equal to 0 are. Again, this is the equation and the equation of the line represent, this is the combination of two pair of straight line is there, so we'll try to separate it. So we'll first see whether can you factor 6 in minus 5. Yes, minus 2 minus 3. So how do we factor this is x square minus 2 minus 3 minus 2xy minus 3xy plus 6y square. Okay. So from first two terms x is common, we take it out, and from second y is either 3y is common rather than y, only 3y is common, take it out. So if we see there x minus 2y again common, take it out, and x minus 3y, it is also equal to 0. So this is, I think, not there in your equation. So none of this is the correct option. The correct lines are these two. Next, the joint equation of the straight lines x plus y equal to 1 and x minus y equal to 4 is. Joint equation is what? Just try to write it as equation. So minus 1 equal to 0 form try to obtain. X minus y minus 4 equal to 0 and just multiply them together. That will be the joint equation. So that correct option is C. Next, gradient. Gradient is slope. The gradient of one of the lines is twice that of the other, then h is equal to. slope is lambda times the slope of other. We know this condition. Now applying the condition, what is the condition? If one slope is lambda times other, then 4 lambda h square is ab into 1 plus lambda bracket square. Here lambda is what? Twice, right? So lambda is 2. And we'll substitute all the values here. Comparing this equation first of all with ax square plus 2hxy, standard one. So a is 1, b is 2, lambda is also 2, substitute here. 2hxy, 2h is h, so h is h by 2, obviously 2 is not there, so it is h by 2. And substituting and solving, we get h square is 9, so h is plus minus 3. Correct option is A. Next, the equation x square plus kxy plus y square minus 5x minus 7y plus 6 equal to 0 represents a pair of straight lines, then k is equal to, okay, this is standard equation. Represent a pair of straight line, we know that delta. We'll find delta. What is that? ABC plus 2FH, 2FGH. We have seen already the equation. But we can also write this as determinant. What the determinant is? A, B, C, F, G, H. Same here. Mirror. H, H, G, G, F, F. Okay. So this is the determinant A, B, C, F, G, H. We'll write here again F, G, H like that. Similar as it is mirror. We'll find that determinant, solve it, is equal to 0 as it represents a pair of straight lines. So we are interested in the value of k. We know if it is a pair of straight line, then it is equal to 0. Solving it, this is the equation. Solve this, we will get k is equal to 10 by 3. This is a quadratic equation. Use the formula, or if you can factorize, you can do that. Which formula? Minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. You can use that and solve. Next equation, given equation represents, once again, so we'll find delta. Formula is abc plus 2fgh minus af square minus bg square minus ch square is equal to 0. Comparing, finding all the values of the standard equation, substituting and solving. If it is equal to 0, it is a pair of straight line. Yes, it is 0. Sorry. So it is a pair of straight lines. Next question. If the slope of one of the lines given by is 5 times the other, again the same one, it is 5 times other, then what is correct? So that is condition we can use here also. And we can also see here that if M1, M2 are the two slopes, one is 5 times other, and that is, we know these conditions. Addition of the two slopes is minus 2h by b, and their multiplications is a by b. You can use that too. So M1 plus M2, M2 is 5M1 is minus 2h by b. So M1 is, we'll find from this, 6 will be decided, and multiplication of them is a by b. So M1 into 5 M1 is, then from this M1 is this. Here is M1, here is M1, both are same. Equating and solving, we get 9ab is 5h square. Option B. This is the equation. Represent a pair of straight lines, then A is equal to, okay. Comparing with standard, we find A, B, F, G, H, C, all the values. If it represents a pair of straight line, we know that this ABC plus 2A delta is equal to 0. So substituting all values here, equating it to 0, substituting and solving, we get A is equal to 16. So option B is correct. Here it is actually not equal, it is plus here, and on that side it will be minus, minus, minus get cancelled, so it is plus. Next, the angle between the lines x square plus 4xy plus y square equal to 0 is. So this is pair of straight lines. So angle between them is, it is asked. So comparing with the standard, we get A, H and B values. We know the formula angle between the lines, that is tan theta is 2 into root h square minus ab upon a plus b. So substituting in this, solving, it is root 3. So theta is tan inverse root 3, and we know tan inverse root 3 is 60 degree. So your correct answer is 60 degree, option A. Next, if the acute angles between the pair of lines, these two lines, be theta 1 and theta 2 respectively, then the conditions theta 1 and theta 2. So first of all, we'll find theta 1 and theta 2. Theta 1 is tan inverse, theta is the angle, right? So tan, we know the condition. So tan theta is, so theta 1 is tan inverse of 2, this is the formula, 2 root h square minus ab upon a plus b. Again, for the first equation, we are writing this, that is tan inverse 1 by 7. And for second equation also, tan inverse 2 root h square, h is here 5 by 2, minus obviously, h if we square it, 25 by 4, minus ab, a is here 6, b is 1, so 6 into 1, 6, upon a plus b, 6 plus 1. Solving, it is tan inverse 1 by 7. So theta 1 here and theta 2 both are same. So theta 1 is equal to theta 2. Option A. If they are changed, then we can see what is the relation. If not equal, then we can write none of this. So here they are equal. So first option is correct. Next question, sorry. The angle between the lines represented by the equation, it is given here, is. For such equations, we know the formula. Just now we have seen 2 into root h square minus ab upon a plus b. Comparing with again standard, a is sin theta, b is sin theta and h is 1. Right? Substituting here 2 root h square, 1 square 1 minus ab, a into b, sin theta into sin theta, sin square theta upon a plus b, sin theta plus sin theta, that is 2 sin theta. This is root 1 minus sin square theta, that is cos square theta, under root cos square theta is cos theta. 2 get cancelled upon sin theta, that is cot theta, and cot theta is actually tan of pi by 2 minus theta. So tan inverse tan will get cancelled and it is just pi by 2 minus theta. So correct option is C. Next, the condition that the two lines represented by the equations to be perpendicular is. What is the condition to be perpendicular? Whatever is the coefficient of x square and coefficient of b square, if it coefficient of y square, if you add them, that must be 0. That is a plus b is 0. That is a is equal to minus b. Option B. Next, the distance between the parallel lines. Again the same formula is here. The distance between the parallel lines, formula is 2 into root, we have seen it initially, distance between the two lines, it is 2 into root g square minus ac upon a into a plus b. So we have find all here by comparing g, a, b, c, substitute the values here and we will get 2 by root 10. The very important formula you have to remember is 2 into root g square minus ac upon a into a plus b. This is the distance between parallel lines. Next, the distance between the lines represented by the equation is here, is. So find out first of all a, b, c, f, g, h, all the things, right? And if they are parallel lines, they must satisfy this condition. A by h is h by b is equal to g by f. So we'll check it. Yes, it satisfies this. So these lines are parallel lines. Therefore, the distance between two parallel lines formula is here. So use that formula, substitute the values and find the answer. It is 5/2, option A. Here is not use the parallel lines word, so we have to check the condition of parallel lines. If it is parallel, then we can use this formula. This is the condition of parallel lines. A by H is H by B is equal to G by F. If all are same, then we can say this is parallel. Next, the equation of the second degree. It is one equation. Represent a pair of straight lines, then the distance between them is. Distance again. It is pair of straight lines. So the distance, we can directly use this formula. 2 into root g square minus ac upon a into a plus b. Substitute and find it is equal to 2. The distance between the pair of lines represented by the equation. Again the same question. Find out A, B, C, F, G, H. Formula is here and put A, B, C here. So we get it is root 5/2. Next, again the distance between the pair of parallel lines. Again the equation is here. Comparing, finding A, B, C, F, G, H, all the values. Substituting in this formula and we get 5 into root 2a. So you know one more very important formula, that is 2 into root g square minus ac upon a into a plus b. This is the distance between the parallel lines. Now next, the equation represents what? So we have to solve this equation. For that we'll open it, we'll square it first, then x square plus y square plus 4, I am calling it k for some time. That is k minus 4x under root plus under root k plus 4x is 4. That is shifting it to the right hand side one term, and squaring and simplification it reduces 2. If we solve it, if we again substitute this here, we get y square is 0. Y square is 0 means y is 0 and y is 0. So it is a straight line, but pair of straight lines as it is square. So y square represent it is a pair of straight lines. Next, if the one equation is given, if it represents a pair of lines, then condition is here. Okay, so comparing with the equation, standard equation, we get A, B, H, C values here. And this is the general equation. It's delta, we know, we substitute it in delta. ABC plus 2FGH in this formula, and we'll try to solve. So we get here 1 minus this condition, that is f square plus g square is equal to 1. So correct option is C. If the pair of straight lines, next question, xy minus x minus y plus 1 equal to 0 and the line ax plus 2y equal to 3 or minus 3 equal to 0 are concurrent, then A is equal to the equation of pair of straight lines. So we can separate these two lines by seeing in the first two terms there is x common. Take it out, x into y minus 1. If we take minus sign out, y into y into minus 1 into y minus 1. So solving that, we get x minus 1 into y minus 1 equal to 0. That is x is 1 and y is 1. Right? So the point of intersection is 1, 1 from these two equations. Okay. So point of intersection is 1, 1. We have find for two lines, and the concurrent condition we know that it satisfies third equation also. So this is the third equation. We can substitute this value in this equation. For this is the condition of concurrency. So we'll put all these values here 1, 1 and solve it. We get A is equal to 1. Next, if the pair of lines intersect on the y-axis, then this is condition given. Okay, this is the given equation. This point of intersection of the lines. that is slope is equal to 0, we know. So slope I have written by derivative of that dou f by dou x. Take derivative with respect to x to this term and equate it to 0. This is the intersection, point of intersection. So since x is 0, because it intersects on the y-axis where x is 0, right? So putting x is 0 here, we get y is minus g by h. First of all, we have to find derivative here with respect to x. 2ax plus 2hy plus 2g is equal to 0 with respect to x. And x is 0 substituting here, we get this condition. And by substituting this value again in this equation, we get which values? X is 0 and y is minus g by h. Solving it, we get this equation. The option is A, correct. Next, separate the equation of lines for a pair of lines whose equation is. Okay, this is a pair of straight line, we can separate them. So we'll have to check how to factorize minus 12 in 1. So minus 12 is 4 into 3, 4 3 is 12, but there is minus. So in between there is plus, so higher or bigger term will have plus and smaller term will have minus sign. So 4 minus 3 we have separated. So here x is common, take it out, place x plus 4y. Again here 3y is common, again x plus 4y, and solving we get this equation, that is x plus 4y is 0 and x minus 3y is 0. The correct option is D. Next, slope of the line which cuts intercepts of equal length on the axis is, which cuts the intercepts of equal length. So length is say a, and this is the intercept form, that is x by a plus y by a is equal to 1. So x plus y minus a is 1, and slope is therefore minus of a by b. So minus of 1 by 1, that is minus 1. So slope here is minus 1. Next, if the coordinates of the point A and B be 3, 3 and 7, 6, then the length of the portion of the line AB intercepted between the axes is. We know this formula. What is the formula? Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Or simply, what is the formula? X minus x1 upon x2 minus x1 is y minus y1 upon y2 minus y1. Substituting in this and solving this point 3, 3 and 7, 6, we get this is the equation. We have written in intercept form. So try to write x upon a, y upon b is equal to 1. So this is the intercept form. Hence the required length is square root a square plus b square. A is minus 1, b is 3 by 4. So it is 5 by 4. Next, the lines, two lines here are parallel. So it is very obvious that we try to write it as y is mx plus c. So we write y is mx plus c. So obviously m is minus 2 by 3 for this equation, and c parallel condition is given, so we can choose c is anything. So c is any real number, so our correct option is c. The line 3x minus y plus 5 plus lambda times 2x minus 3y minus 4 will be parallel to y-axis if lambda is equal to. So what we do here is we try to collect the coefficients of x, y and constants here together. So if we solve 3 plus 2 lambda x, y is minus 1 minus 3 lambda y, and 5 minus 4 lambda, it is equal to 0 given. And we know the parallel to y-axis condition is coefficient of y must be 0. So equating it to 0, we get lambda is minus 1 by 3. Next, the gradient of the line, gradient is the slope. Joining the points on the curve y is x square plus 2x, whose abscissa are 1 and 3 is abscissa. Abscissa is where it intersects at the x-axis. So x coordinates are 1 and 3. We can easily find y. If we put x is 1 here, we get y is 3. So point is 1, 3. And if we put x is 3, we get y is 15. So second point is 3, 15. Here is the gradient or slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is 12 by 2, 6. Next question, the parallelism condition for the two straight lines, one of which is specified by the equation. This is the equation, and other being represented parametrically by x and y is equal to, is given by. So the first line is we know, second is this, parameterized by these two. So after eliminating t from these two equations, eliminate t, try to eliminate t. So we multiply this by gamma and this by alpha and we subtract it. We will get this equation. So now we have these two equations. Solving them for parallelism condition, that is a upon coefficient of x we are comparing. So a upon gamma, next b upon minus alpha. This is the condition for parallelism, and solving that we get a alpha plus b gamma equal to z. Next condition, next question. The equations of the lines which cuts off an intercept minus 1 from y-axis are equally inclined to the axis r. Okay, intercept, cuts off an intercept. So c is minus 1. Okay, and are equally inclined to the axis. Equally inclined means it forms an equal angle with x-axis and y-axis. So equal angle is, angle between x and y is 90 and it divides it into exact half. So theta is a 45 degree. So m we know tan theta, that is tan 45, and tan 45 is 1. M is 1, c is minus 1. So we know the equation of straight line, y is mx plus c. M is obviously plus minus we can give. So y is plus minus mx plus c. Substituting here we get two equations as this. So correct option is C. Okay, next question. A line L is perpendicular to the line phi x minus y equal to 1, and the area of the triangle formed by the line L and coordinate axis is phi. The equation of the line L is, okay, this is the perpendicular. What is given? Line is perpendicular to this line. So how do we write the perpendicular line equation? We change this coefficient. We change the middle sign to, so it is x plus phi y equal to lambda. So we tried to write it as equation. So minus lambda equal to 0. In intercept form we have written this equation, x by a plus y by b equal to 1 form. And we know the area of the triangle is 1/2 into AB. A is this, B is this. Right? So 1/2 into lambda by 5. It is given, area of the triangle is given here is 5. So area is equal to 5, and solving we get lambda is plus minus 5 root 2. So lambda we know plus minus 5 root 2. We'll substitute here in this equation. So we get the answer. Equation of straight line is this. Okay, next question. The equation of the line perpendicular to the line given here, x by a minus y by b is equal to 1, and passing through the point at which it cuts x-axis is. It cuts x-axis. Okay. Okay, the given equation is cross multiply and we write the equation here. It cuts the x-axis obviously at somewhere, say A. It cuts x-axis means y part is 0, a0, and it is perpendicular to this. The equation of the line is perpendicular to first line, that is ax plus by equal to k. We have written the perpendicular equation, ax middle sign change, by is equal to kc. Right? But this line also passes through this point, parallel line, it is a0. So k, if we solve for this, k we get a square. That's why solving and substituting k here, we get x by b plus y by a is a by b. Next question, the equation of the lines which passes through the point 3 minus 2 and are inclined at 60 degree to the line root 3x plus y equal to 1. Okay, so this is the question given. The equation of the line which passes through the point, it passes through and inclined at 60 degree. So we know y minus y1 is m into x minus x1 form. So we have written here Then the slope is given minus root 3. And we know this condition, tan theta is m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2 plus minus sine with. So solving this, we get m is 0 and m is root 3. So substituting m is 0, we get this equation. And this, put m is 0, so y plus 2 is 0. And secondly, put root 3, we get this equation. The correct option here is A. Next question, the equation of the hour hand at 4 o'clock is. Equation of hour hand at 4 o'clock is. Okay, since the hour, minute and second hands always pass to origin, because one end of this hands is always at origin. This end, it is always at origin. Now at 4 o'clock, the hour hand makes 30-degree angle. Is it correct? 30 degree? Because this whole angle is 90 degree. And here it is 4, 5 and 6 divided into 3 equal parts. So each part is 30. So here it makes 30-degree angle in the fourth quadrant. Right? So the equation of hour hand, if I want to write, it is y is mx. But what is m here? M is tan 30. Tan 30 but in opposite direction. Right? So it is 1 by root 3 but opposite. So m is minus 1 by root 3. That's why it is x plus root 3 by equal to 0. This is the answer. So the correct option is C. Next question. The straight line passes through the point of intersection of the straight lines. These are two straight lines, and one more straight line which passes through the point of intersection of these two lines. Okay, so correct option is B, because if we check the determinant for these three lines, we have to check what A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3. If the determinant is 0, then it is the straight line, right? This will be the required straight line if determinant is 0. So we'll check for all. So if we check for second option also, then only we'll get 0. So the correct option is option B. I think we should stop. Thank you.